If you're an aspiring UI UX designer and you're confused on how to get started or where to start from, then this video is for you. Hi guys, Ray here. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before leaving, and if not, welcome back. Today we'll be discussing how to get started as a product designer, and that question is the most asked question in my DM. If you are watching this and you're a newbie and you're just getting started, I want to first of all say congratulations on making that big decision that to start a career as a product designer. Trust me, you're going to enjoy it. Okay, so let's dive right into today's video. So number one thing on my list, if you're just getting started, is to do your research. Do your research about the field, know what it is about, know the ups and downs, know the nitty-gritty about the field basically. You don't have to dive deep into it. Just understand what does a product designer do, what is their day-to-day activity like, what do they do, how do they earn their money. Just understand that, okay, they design UI for digital products or even physical products, depending on the aspect of product design you want to go into. So understanding that alone gives you clarity whether you want to join, you want to dive right into, you want to make UI UX a kind of career path for you or not. So once you understand that and you've decided to make that decision that, okay, I still want to pursue this career, then the next thing you want to do is understand what UI is. I know we all know that UI is user interface, which means that the interface in which the user itself interacts with the user, the interface where or what the user sees. So understanding that alone gives you clarity on what UI is. Then you can now start thinking about, how do I make such a design. So one of the best way that helped me in getting started is the fact that I started with the UI. So during those days when I was learning, I would basically go to Instagram and check out designs like beautiful UI designs, and then take them back to Photoshop. Then I didn't even know about Figma or XD or any of those prototyping tools that we have today, and then try to replicate it. That is the best way to actually learn design, to actually know how to use the software tools. So before you even start designing your own idea, the best way to get started is to replicate beautiful design, beautiful UI that you see, that you feel like, oh, okay, this shouldn't be so hard. Just challenging yourself to just do something, right? So the best way to learn is start replicating UI designs. That way you get to understand what a beautiful design looks like, and also know how to use those tools. Then gradually from there, the next thing you want to do is understanding why the person that made the design, like why did they have this button here, why is it this color. So that is when you start going into the experience of the design or the UI basically. So you start making your research about the UX. So the UX is user experience, pardon me. The user experience is the experience the user feels when they use a particular product or a particular tool. So let's say, for example, you use Figma and everything is just like all over the place. You don't understand how to use it. Then that means the experience is terrible. Then you can't use it, right? So the user experience. So as a product designer, we strive to make sure that the product or the designs that we push out there, the experience are beautiful, and then it's worth the user's time. So the next thing you want to do, so when I say understand the user experience or what user experience is all about, understanding the research phase, how to conduct interviews, I know it's a lot of work. Just another tip I would like to add is get a design buddy. So what do I mean get a design buddy? Get somebody that you guys are in the same level in terms of learning. Maybe somebody that you met online, or maybe a friend that you want to learn together. That way you guys can keep each other accountable. That way you guys can be consistent. That's what I'm just trying to say basically. So get a design buddy, get somebody, a friend, or just anyone. You can even tweet it online that, oh, you are just getting started in the field. Is there anybody that is just getting started that would like to maybe learn together? So that way you guys can work on designs together. You can challenge each other. You can come up with different ideas. You can collaborate basically. So that way you get to, like, it makes it easy. It makes you feel like you are not alone. so it makes it easy for you to learn. So the next thing you want to do is to get a design mentor, or a mentor basically. A lot of people confuse a mentor for a trainer or a teacher. A mentor can actually represent a trainer or a teacher. A mentor can just be somebody that you look up to. So when I was learning, what I did basically was that I just like check out different designers, senior designers in the industries that their design inspires me. I didn't even reach out to them. I check their design, replicate what they've designed, and then see if I can actually achieve what they've been able to achieve also. Then that way I get to challenge myself, come up with my own ideas, and do my design, do my thing, right? So sometimes it's not necessary that you have to reach out to the person, unless probably you have a question. So let's say, for example, that design that I saw that I want to replicate, maybe while I'm working on it, I feel like maybe I get stuck somewhere. I can now reach out to the person that, oh, I'm trying to replicate your design, but it's I don't understand how I can achieve this part of the design. What do you think I should do? I've tried to do this, but this is the result I'm getting. So that way the person would even see that you are very serious, and they would take your message very seriously. And one thing, don't ever send a message to a potential mentor and send hi or hello or good afternoon or good morning and just wait for that person to reply you. Trust me, they won't reply you, because they will feel like, oh, this person is not serious. Go straight to the point. Hi, my name is this. I saw one of your designs that you posted recently, and I want to replicate the design, but I don't understand how I can achieve this. That way the person would know how to help you, and then and answer or reply your message if they see it. So basically, a mentor is not somebody that has to sit down with you 24/7, tell you how to draw a rectangle, or be keeping in touch with you. People do that actually, but like not everybody have the time. Everybody have one thing or the other that they are doing in their lives. So I think for your own growth's sake, you have to just know how to know the reason why you are reaching out to that person that way. And then the best way to have a mentor or to be close with someone is to see that person as a friend. Even though deep down in your heart you are looking up to that person, but don't reach out to that person as if you are reaching out as a mentee. Just reach out to the person like, oh, I'm finding this so place difficult to design. How can you help me out? They've responded and they've given you feedback. Try as much as possible to go back and show the person the result of the advice that they gave you, so that they can see that you didn't just come and ask just for asking sake. You actually took that person's idea, so that next time when you come, the person will be ready to help you. So of course, it's okay. And if you don't get a mentor, like, it's actually easy to get a mentor. Basically, it doesn't have to be somebody that you talk to all the time. It doesn't have to be somebody that would sit down with you and have a call and help you review your design. It could be somebody that you even look up to. For example, myself, I actually look up to Chris Do, so I usually consume a lot of his content online. It doesn't mean that I have to like send him a DM and say, oh, Chris Do, I know, if I get to see him, I have a lot of questions, but I don't have to ask it, because I can basically do my research. And also, don't forget to always do your research about a particular solution or a problem before you reach out to someone. Make sure you are able to show the person that I tried to also solve this problem, but I'm not getting it or something. So make sure that you show the person that you've tried to solve it. You're not just bringing the problem on that person. You've tried to solve it yourself, but you're not able to. That's why you are reaching out to the person. Just show the person that you are serious. Then the next thing you want to do is, you have a design body already. You already understand what UI is. You already understand what UX is. The next thing is you practice. While you are practicing, you are building a project, you are building a portfolio for yourself. Basically, one way to do it, the best way to just create a portfolio, create your best designs that you've gotten feedback from people. So don't forget to also post your work online, no matter how you feel about the design, that oh, it's not nice or it's not beautiful. The best way to know is just post it out, let people see what you've been able to do, let people know how you were able to design it. Sometimes you have to write some kind of story, or maybe it's just add a little bit of storytelling on how you designed the design. Just don't post it don't post it there like that, without putting a caption that really says a lot about the particular design. So that way people understand that you actually put a lot of effort to push out that design, and then you'll be able to get a feedback from people also. Then that way you'll be able to make friends, and just create a portfolio, push your work out there. And then the next thing you want to do is just apply for jobs. Like, just apply even if you're not qualified. Sometimes just apply for the job, or try to get an internship. Either one of them, you get to work on a real life project, you get to see real life solutions, you get to see the impact of the work you've been able to do. My advice for anybody that is just getting started, first of all, I just want to go over everything again. Also, the first thing you want to do is do your research about the field, the UI UX field or the product design field, just to understand what the whole thing is about. And then the next thing you want to do is start with the UI, understand how UI works, how colors, how elements work, how to design on Figma, and the various tools that we use to design. The next thing you want to do is understand the UX, the thinking around the design. Why did the person put a red button instead of a blue button? Just understanding how like the design is solving a problem, because of course product designers or UI UX designers are problem solvers, and we don't design without a reason. So think about trying to understand, okay, why did they design this thing? What problem is it solving? How did it solve the problem? Is there any results? Just understanding the basic idea around the UX or user experience. Then the next thing you want to do is get a design body, get somebody that you are in the same level to hold each other accountable with learning. I think one of the things that really helped some of the people some of my mentees is the fact that I didn't do anything. I just bring them together, group them into different groups, and then I'll give them a project or something to work on, and they work on it together. They are all in the same level, so that way they were able to learn from each other, and it's really helped in their growth. So that's why I always advise anybody that is just getting started, instead of waiting for a mentor to help you, get a design body, somebody that you can learn together and give each other feedback. Then the next thing you want to do is get a mentor, or it doesn't have to be somebody that you have to like reach out to, or somebody you have to talk to all the time. It doesn't have to be somebody that will be checking your design, that will be keeping up with you. It can be somebody that you just look up to, and then you just try as much as possible to maybe note down some of the designs, some of their designs, try to check up on them, check their tweets, check what they are saying, try to understand their belief, and that way it will really help in your own growth. Then the next thing you want to do is create your portfolio from all the projects that you've worked on, like all the projects that you've practiced with your friend. Just create a portfolio from it, and then push your work out there. Let people see what you can do. Don't hide it. No matter how insecure you feel about it, just post it. Let people see it. Let people see how you are growing. I mean, like, I got my first job because I was posting daily UI challenge. So like I said, if you are just starting, start with the UI, so you can start with replicating people's design. So people's design that you've replicated, post it online, give the person the credits, put the original design and the one you replicated, then ask for feedback from people. That way you'll be able to grow and get feedback, and people will be able to see what you've been able to learn so far. And then lastly, apply for jobs and try to get an internship, or you can apply for a job like as a junior designer. At least you have a portfolio to show like your skill and how much you've grown. And of course, like I said, when you post your work online, a lot of people see it, and then they might not even like it, but they see that you're doing something, and you never know who would reach out to you and say, oh, I noticed you've been posting this design. Are you a product designer? Can you work on this project? That's basically how people get jobs these days. And of course, continue to learn. Even if you've gotten an internship or a job, just continue to learn from of course, that's just how it is. It's a continuous learning process. Nobody knows it all. So you continue to learn, you meet new people, you unlearn some of the things that you've learned before, and yeah, that way you'll be able to grow in this field. So thank you very much for watching this video till the end. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not, and also turn on the bell notification to get notified anytime I post any new video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.